Hey guys, welcome back to OverTakes. This is Kel.
And this is Misfit.
And we're here with another episode of off-season OverTakes. So, a couple things we're going to hit on today. It's the big news story that has been coming out the last couple days and kind of playing itself out over the last week.
With the lack of any other kind of thing going on, you're going to get stuff like this.
Right. So, I think what was it, like Saturday?
Yeah, something like Saturday, Friday night, Saturday.
Or Sunday, sometime over the weekend.
Yeah.
Taimu was on his stream. The subject of Adderall came up. And he started saying that there's probably at least 20 players that he knows of that were using Adderall to give themselves an edge in games. Right. I mean, obviously, if you guys know what Adderall is and what it does, like, especially if you abuse it, like, because it's normally for ADHD, so it helps you focus. That's what it's prescribed for, but it's pretty much cocaine in pill form.
Right, and what it does is it quiets your brain down.
Yeah.
If you guys, I'm someone who suffers from ADHD. I never really took Adderall. I probably should have at some point, but what it does is when you have ADHD, there's a million things going through your brain at one time. And what it does is it kind of it doesn't flatline your brain so you're like a fucking zombie like they would have done to me like in the 70s.
Right.
By giving me lithium. Cheers to old school medicine. Anyway, what it does, it just quiets your brain down. It helps you focus. Mm-hmm. And this isn't the only avenue where people have used Adderall.
Right.
And there have been NFL players who have been banned for using it.
Yep.
Gotten suspended. It helps you focus and concentrate
But it also, in the terms of, so like that, I don't see as much of an issue with, especially if it's like something prescribed to you by a doctor. Definitely okay.
Well, yeah, okay. If you're getting prescribed, it's when you buy it under the table or given it by someone.
Because, like a lot of players, and like it's been a big thing in esports in general.
And Call of Duty had a big problem with that.
Call of Duty, CSGO, yeah, like any first-person shooter, high twitch, just like fast reaction time, because it does increase your reaction time.
Yeah,
or decrease it, however you want to say. Like it improves your reaction time to where you're right on these things,
and you're focused, and you're not all over the place. It just it fixes your brain.
So it
to an extent,
yeah,
and it's not a bad drug if you need it.
Right. So yeah, but it's one of those ones that can be very easily abused.
When a player comes out and says this, and he says there's probably 20, that means there's probably more.
Oh, absolutely. That's because he said there's 20 that I know of. And
that's not counting contenders and all that, and all these new teams that we got going in.
Contenders, because you never know what's going on with the people that are in the lower tiers, especially if they're like doing remote ones, where they're all playing in different places, that kind of stuff. Like you have no idea what kind of abuse is going on there.
Right.
But as far as what we know in Overwatch League in general, that factors out to about 15%.
That's pretty high.
Of the players, which is crazy. Like, that's really, really high up there. I don't think he specified any names.
No, he didn't say any names.
But a lot of this is kind of tying into some of the issues that are going on with France as well. And Team France, and what they were kind of calling some things out and calling out some players, saying like, oh, hey, all of a sudden this guy's really good.
Yeah.
Widowmaker.
And they were, AKM and, Unco, I believe it was Unco.
Yeah,
they were on stream together, and they were kind of talking about it, and kind of like, because they're both pretty funny dudes.
Yeah,
you just have to understand French, which I can pick up some stuff, but there have been videos done on what exactly went back and forth, and basically it was 1 minute this guy's shit on Widowmaker, and the next minute they're a god.
Yeah,
they didn't say any names, but I mean, if you guys can deduct who they're talking about. Without, trying too hard.
Right.
Certain players and certain teams that, all of a sudden went from the bottom of the fucking barrel all the way up to the top of the league.
Yeah.
And it's basically the people that are using our DPS. I don't think someone who plays Reinhardt is using a lot of fucking...
Yeah, Adderall. I don't... Except for maybe X2C, but I think he's just doing it more for fun anyway.
No, X2C...
Nothing would surprise me more.
No, and
it would surprise me less, I mean.
Kefri, the streamer, openly says he uses it.
Yeah.
So, it's not like it is not... This is reminiscent of the steroid thing in baseball, to me.
Yeah. Especially because of how Nate Manzer has responded to
right.
this.
Yeah, that's the one thing where a lot of you guys weren't around in the mid to late 90s. Baseball had a strike. They canceled the World Series. Nobody was watching. And the problem was going on with the steroids before that. Mm-hmm. But then they just kind of swept it under the rug. And everybody got bigger. And then home runs started getting hit. And people started watching. You kind of get the no story if you watch baseball.
Which they completely fucked us over because the Indians were ready to make a really, really strong run that season that they canceled the World Series.
Yeah, you guys should have.
Thanks, Bud Selig.
Yeah, you guys would have been playing Montreal that year.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 headshots in a row. Look at that.
That was when they had
if you guys
Pedro,
are baseball fans, yeah.
They had Pedro.
If you guys want to watch, it was Pedro, Larry Walker. They had a bunch of
that team was absolutely
John Wetland was their closer. If you guys want to watch it, I think there's a 30 for 30 on ESPN.
Yeah.
Of that, the 1994 Montreal Expos.
Yeah.
Check it out. They had a lot of great players on that team.
Didn't they have Vlad Guerrero too?
Yeah, they had Vlad Guerrero. They had a couple other pitchers on that team too.
That dude was a monster.
Yeah.
He's probably one of my favorite hitters. And
Vlad,
Igor. That dude he didn't care where the ball was. He was going to hit it.
No, he was like the juicer from Manny Ramirez.
Yeah.
Same thing. But anyway, what happened was everyone's like, Jose Canseco kind of did what Taimu did, but in book form.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
and he started naming names.
Yeah, but Jose Canseco was the leader. Mm-hmm. He was the guy that did it. Taimu probably doesn't use it.
Yeah. It would be the equivalent of if Taimu was the one that was like, oh yeah.
I'm the one that started doing this.
I'm the one that started taking Adderall for it, and then I handed it out like candy to everybody else.
And showed them how to use it right and all this stuff. Yep. And so, Taimu kind of started this ball rolling. What happened was, we have the commissioner who said stuff February, I think this was? Which is very reminiscent to Bud Selig, who was the commissioner of baseball at the time, which was there's no proof that Adderall helps you in video games or weed or anything else.
Right.
Which I'm going to call bullshit on.
Yeah.
Because
I can attest that the weed thing, I definitely play a lot better.
Yeah.
Or at least in certain aspects, I'm way better.
I haven't tried that, but I know beer doesn't work.
Right.
But there have been times where I've had, I've done energy drinks or we work for a certain kind of store that has natural focusing energy drinks.
Right.
I guess you would call it. I've taken those and I play way better. It has a bunch of different vitamins.
I drink a shitload of coffee and I play a lot better too. Yeah. So,
Yeah, but this takes it to another level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, what it is it's not ignoring the problem. It's trying to, to dismiss it or to push it under the rug until you figure out what the fuck to do with it.
Yeah.
If there's anything to do with it at all. Because if you look at the biggest highlights in this league, it's Widowmaker play. Mm-hmm. It's the 4-kill or 5. I'm not saying all Widowmaker players do that. It's like in baseball. What did you want to see? You wanted to see Mark McGwire on 500 kinds of fucking steroids hit the ball out of Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
You didn't want to see a nice double.
Right. No. You didn't want to see a double. You wanted to see records getting demolished by these guys that are...
I want to see... Yeah, and in this league, I want to see someone going off on Widowmaker.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's ratings.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of in February, he couldn't have known that Widowmaker was going to be as prevalent in the meta.
Right.
But you know what people are going to go off on. It's DPS.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, it's definitely... It doesn't look good right now.
No. It's a problem.
It's definitely a problem, and it needs to be addressed.
Unprescribed, it's a problem.
Yes. And it's one of those things where these players have got to do anything they can to get themselves a freaking
union, organization, whatever you want to call it.
They need to organize 100% so they can protect themselves in these cases, and then also be like, okay, we're taking it on ourselves to weed this problem out.
Yeah. Well.
Or we're going to work together. Yeah. Or we're going to work together. Yeah. We're going to work together with the league to make sure that this is no longer an issue.
Right. Or if there's some kind of consequence.
Yes.
To using it in not the form that it's intended to use.
Right.
Because much like steroids are initially, you've all had some sort of injury, you take a round of steroid. It's like that, but, times 10.
Right.
Where you're using it to build your body up. Same thing with the Adderall. They're not taking one Adderall to fucking calm themselves down.
Right.
And to focus. They're taking enough so they're beyond what you're supposed to be doing.
Pretty much tweaking at that point,
The players need to, and what an organization or a union or whatever you want to call it, association is going to do is the players that aren't using it and the players that are using it, I wouldn't say call them out, but you can say, hey, if you guys are doing this, you're fucking with our livelihood here.
Right.
And making it not seem legit.
Exactly.
And that's what eventually happened in baseball, where the guys that weren't doing it said, enough.
Yeah.
I've seen, you see and hear things like, John Smoltz always talks about, they used to sit in the dugout in Atlanta and point out, who's juiced.
Yeah.
One of the biggest examples in baseball was Brady Anderson. So Brady Anderson, if you guys didn't know, played for the Red. It was in the late 80s. He came up with the Red Sox. Was just a slap hitting, fast, kind of like if you guys play like Gardner for the Yankees, kind of like that kind of guy. Yeah. Brett Gardner. He was that kind of player. Then all of a sudden, in 1995 or 96, he hit 50 home runs.
Yeah,
and he never hit more than 20.
Yeah.
And a slap hitter is a guy who just hit singles, doubles. He had a little bit of power, but he hit 50 home runs.
Right.
That's it
would be like if
someone was shit on Widowmaker.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden started winning every fucking Widowmaker duel ever known to man.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling anybody out, by the way.
No. But it's that type of example.
It's that sort of, when you're looking at it, you're going, whoa.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Or even guys in the minor leagues, the same thing. Guys in Korean contenders that were NA contenders that were okay, then all of a sudden are like, wow, he's popping off.
How's he not on a Overwatch League team yet?
Yeah, it's stuff like that. I mean, and these guys got to work together to fix this. There's always going to be a drug problem in any kind of sport, any kind of thing. People are going to be doing stuff. I don't care about weed myself.
Yeah.
If you're going on stage high, that's weird because you're a professional. It's not like you're at home.
But if it helps you and it makes you a better player, I don't know, whatever. Because, it's one of those things where it's in some ways it's going to make you better, in other ways it's going to make you a lot worse. Yeah. But if it balances out for you, then, whatever.
Whatever.
But at the same point, you should probably not do it while you're on stage. If you want to go home and do it, especially because they're in California, it's completely legal there.
Yeah, if you're on stream or whatever and you get fucking blazed, whatever, man.
Right.
I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
I want it to be a natural, not natural, I guess. I guess natural is, I want everyone to be on the same level playing field.
Yes.
Whether you're high or not high, you're on Adderall, you're not, it really is an unfair advantage sometimes. Yes. Or you put your team at a disadvantage if you're too fucked up.
Right.
That happens too.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't like that either.
Unless you pull a,
Doc Ellis?
Yeah, Doc Ellis.
Fucking take LSD.
Right.
Take LSD.
Throw a no-hitter.
Tripping your balls off. Okay, that's a situation where Lawrence Taylor, doing 50 pounds of crack on Sunday.
Right.
But that's a long time ago. But yeah, I just want
to be fair with Lawrence Taylor, he was going up against all the guys that were
on steroids.
Yeah, they were fucking you think baseball steroids were
They were
crazy.
using horse steroids.
Yeah,
then.
they were the shit that they were injecting in the 70s in football was absurd.
In the
80s. You look at some of those Steelers players, you're just that is not natural.
Yeah, and a couple of them, it fucked them up.
Yeah. And
that's another thing that I know right now you're using Adderall to play and it's making you better and you're getting more money. The thing is when you're young, you don't give a shit about down the road. Right. Down the road, there's consequences to be paid. Exactly. There are guys that even from baseball or from football, because they still do steroids in football. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
Oh yeah, they do.
Nobody.
There's no reason that James Harrison was able to play the past 2 seasons the way that he was if he wasn't doing that.
And there's no way humanly possible from working out and all that you're 6'5", 325 pounds, and you can run a 40-yard dash.
Right.
There's freakish athletes in the world, but that's insane.
Yeah.
And I know there's nutrition and all that, and trainers. There's other shit too. But down the road, there's consequences. And I don't want these guys, I don't want to see like fucking things 10 years from now of so-and-so from the Overwatch League who's fucking melted his brain and fucked himself up, for a few dollars.
Because he was abusing the shit out of Adderall.
Yeah. Or somebody coming out and saying, that was the worst thing I ever did. If you guys ever try that, don't. It really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it needs to happen, but
you don't want it to have to go to that point. You don't want what Jim McMahon was doing.
Yeah, or even, Brett Favre, like just whacking pills and then he used stuff to offset.
Yeah.
Which, all right, so you're playing a match and you use all this Adderall, and then you gotta fucking come down.
Or even like last year, remember when freaking Aaron Rodgers gets like absolutely obliterated. He's limping off the field. Next play, he comes out and he's just like, yeah. And they interview him, and he's like, yeah, I went into the tent and we taped some stuff up, and I feel a lot better now.
Yeah, and shot some stuff up.
Yeah, did you inject some stuff in there too? Because you look high as a kite there, Aaron.
The fuck is going on with your pupils, dude?
Right. Check out that video. It's hilarious. Yeah. Kind of sad, but also hilarious just to see like him getting interviewed at the end of that game.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
But okay, so
back to like the Overwatch League stuff. Now it does need to be addressed.
Yeah.
At some point, Blizzard is very secretive with their stuff, even obviously with esports and everything. I think they're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Right. And I also feel like this is going to come with... I'm hoping that this can also get paired with like a full-on introduction to where they publicize every rule that these guys have to follow.
Yeah.
Because that's something we've been asking for as well.
Because I'm not calling for drug testing.
I'm not either.
And, maybe if it gets to be a problem... a big problem, like more than the 20 or so guys that they're talking about. If it gets like to a point where, you're looking around
to do Adderall
to compete with the other guy on Adderall, then it's time to ban it.
A real problem.
Yes. Unless you have a prescription and, they meet with the doctor and say, this guy has to have this.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. But
But it's it's also one of those things where, like we were talking about in the last episode, with Atlanta hopefully wanting them to have a sports psychologist.
Right.
That's 100%. I feel like that should be standard.
I think
every team, they should all have that.
I think after last year, most of the teams have someone.
Yeah.
And I know Blizzard has people as well.
Right.
Because remember, they're all in the same facility too, so...
Right.
If there's someone that these guys can talk to and get straight... on whatever's bothering them or whatever's wrong. Right. That's why they need like some kind of wellness program for them. And I don't mean like in the physical wellness. I mean like mental wellness.
Yes.
Because it's harder mentally than obviously physically.
Right. But I mean they still got to take care of themselves physically as well.
Yeah.
All right. So
let's talk about some fun stuff now.
That's about all we wanted to talk about with the drug abuse.
It's a big deal.
It is. Absolutely, it is. Yeah. What was it? Tuesday. We saw the release. The official release, and she's now off the PTR, and that's Ashe. She is here.
We got Ashe.
She is fun. I'm terrible at her. For the
Which is weird,
2 games that I got to play.
You're a good soldier player, too. You just need more work with her.
I think so. I just got to work with her some more, and then like also not go against people who are better at her than I am at this point, and they just pick me off. But I'm also, I don't know, I'm so entrenched in playing supports now.
That you're just like...
that my positioning is complete garbage for DPS because I'm trying to play them like I'm
playing a support. Yeah, and there were other changes. My favorite one so far, other than Ashe, I love Ashe. I want to learn how to use her.
Yes.
I'm probably going to be terrible. I mean, I played her a lot in the PTR, so I kind of got a feel for her kit, but I haven't played against any kind of organized anything at all.
Yeah.
I did see her damage boost last night. Playing a match, and holy fuck, that is overpowered.
Yeah.
Gross. Mercy damage boosting anybody is overpowered like the Pharah Mercy, but what were they? Someone was calling it something, the Mercy Ashe thing. The mash?
The mash.
The mash combo? Fucking A, man.
I like it.
That's like and the kid didn't even have a great aim that was playing with you. He was just hitting body shots with the hip shots.
And still
it was just
people up.
mowing people down.
Oh, yeah.
But Roadhog changes too. These are going to be, we're talking about something that's going to be big for the league.
Yeah.
The Roadhog changes are fucking huge.
Yes.
It feels so good to play Roadhog now.
Yes. Roadhog feels amazing to play anymore.
Yeah. His shots are consistent. His hook, the hook, it just feels better. The hook, when you pull, I'm like doing the hook thing motion.
Right. Well, it pulls so much faster. It's on less of a cooldown, so it doesn't feel like you have to, like,
run away and hide.
Or like you don't feel like, oh man, well, I don't have my hook, so I'm just gonna step back here and
just kind of spam.
Right.
It kind of you can flank again with him too.
Yes.
And also the ult feels useful and feels better when you use it. You can, because it doesn't kick you back as hard. You can actually control.
Kick up as hard.
Yeah.
You can control it a lot better, and you can kind of control where the people you're shooting are going better now as well.
Which makes a huge difference with that, because that was one of the things I think his ultimate kind of was that it's meh.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's not bad. You know, like, guys would just fire it off in the league. It's just like, oh, I got fucking whole hog.
Whatever.
Yeah. But now you can combo it a lot better. Like, my favorite one that I want to see used now that you can control it more is Hammond on the point.
Oh, man.
Drop the push everybody into the fucking mines.
Oh, gross.
It's also good for clearing the mines now, too.
Yes. It's good for clearing an enemy Hammond's mines, pushing the enemy into your Hammond's mines.
Grav, of course.
It still works really well with Grav. Yeah, like
it works well when you're in Grav too, by the way.
Yes,
because I had that happen and I didn't mean to click it, and I did. I'm like, well, fuck it.
Yeah,
no one really
pushed them away from me. They don't have a Hanzo, so
yeah, exactly. Yeah, no one can play Hanzo on my level. They try, they fail. Let's get back to Ashe though. So.
The other change. Well, they with Roadhog, they just made his shotgun just feel a lot better as well.
Oh yeah.
It's just much more consistent with the spread and everything. And then that also applied to Reaper, and oh my god, Reaper's really annoying now, but I like it.
And more annoying. I like the fact
that you know what? I would still rather deal with a Reaper than a Doomfist.
So would I.
Because I still feel like I can do something against a Reaper that's actually good.
Yeah, I'm okay with the stuns and all that. I'm one of the few people that's like, whatever. Now coming up on the PTR right now, they have Brigitta's getting a shield bash. That was getting a little abused. I will give you that. There's no way she should knock out a fucking Reinhardt. That's
right. It literally has his shield up.
That was stupid. I mean, but people took advantage of it.
Yeah.
You know, nobody complained when they were taking advantage of, you know, certain aspects of other guys' kits.
Yeah.
You know, when people, except for Scatter Arrow. This is the only, the next to Scatter Arrow and maybe Mass Res.
Yeah.
Those are like the three biggest.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like nobody complains about Halt. Nobody complains about Sleep.
Right.
I mean, getting Slap Dart sucks. It's a skill shot though, so I can kind of see.
So yeah, like it sucks, but you're just like, God damn you, Anna, like.
Fucking hell.
I was landing some really clutch ones last night.
Yeah. I played Anna last night. I hit a fucking ulting Reaper. It was satisfying. Which I don't know how he ulted. I think he sat in the fucking spawn room until his ult charged, because I didn't see him the whole fight. Welcome to quick play.
Right. Oh god.
I don't know what he was because I literally didn't see him. If he had 2 kills, it was on that fucking ult.
But yeah, as far as I do feel like with the Buster Reaper and the Buster Roadhog, we see a little bit more of them in the league.
Yeah, and you're going to see more of the goats kind of not going away, but the counters.
Yes.
You need goat counters. I mean...
Oh, and Reaper is a hard counter to that.
And so is Roadhog right now.
They'll both go in, and they will fuck up a goat's count or goat's comp.
And plus, you could actually throw Roadhog in that now.
Oh, yeah.
And just...
Especially if you have a Lucio.
Yeah.
Nothing more terrifying than a
blubber fuck running 100...
fast-moving, a freaking speed-boosted Roadhog. Good
yeah.
God.
That is terrifying.
It really is.
Like when you're like, oh fuck, they got a Lucio. That Roadhog is moving really fast.
Right. Like, oh my god, I can't even hit him. He's so big, I still can't hit him.
And because you're like back
and back and forth. Uh-oh, he hooked me on dead.
Yep, dead. Especially if you're a support, you're like Zenyatta. I'm like, yep, this is gonna end bad.
Yeah.
Should I pop Transcendence just to fuck with everything?
Right. So yeah, like with the changes with those, I feel like we see a lot more of both of them. And then Ashe, I feel like she is going to be
fantastic in the league.
She's going to be amazing in the league, and I feel like she's going to be like the way that we were seeing Tracer and
like
McCree, like even more so than McCree though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Ashe in most comps, like because she's super versatile and she's just really powerful. Also with the Mercy changes, I feel like we're gonna see there's just gonna be a better balance of heroes in general.
Yeah, I think so too. The one thing with Ashe though, that after watching her in not the shit show that is PTR, but the shit show that's quick play. The dynamite doesn't seem as impactful as you want it to be.
Yes and no. I feel like
you have to shoot it in the air. I think.
Yeah, these guys are going to be amazing at it. But it's good hard. For squishies like in the back. Really tough to hit that.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it and I only got it once and nobody was around.
Yeah. Or you do it and you throw the thing is sometimes you throw the dynamite. And you're like, yeah, they're going to come in through here. And then you're like, there they go. The dynamite didn't. I missed it. And then the dynamite's not going off and they're gone. Okay. I guess I'm going to try and shoot them with my gun.
Right.
Which with me is an adventure. But the thing is with her, the skill level, I know a lot of people are like, she's going to be mad. She's not Widowmaker. She's not Widowmaker.
No.
She's not replacing Widowmaker. She's the other hit scan DPS.
Yeah.
Now. Because she has parts that are like Hanzo, parts that are like, well, Hanzo's not hit scan, but that other DPS player, like McCree, she's definitely like a better soldier.
Yeah.
With the hip shots and the aim down the sight stuff.
Absolutely.
Those hip shots are pretty devastating too.
They really are.
I mean, if you get you rail off 3 hip shots, kill somebody. Mm-hmm. Because the headshots, and these guys don't miss those usually.
No, they don't. Especially, because they're hitting headshots most of the time too. So it's even more devastating.
Yeah, headshots I think are 82 or 81.
Something.
So you're talking 3 shots in your.
Yeah.
And then 2 shots with down the sights.
Yep.
Or 1 or 2 or whatever, and there's combos and stuff that these guys are gonna figure out that they're gonna be awesome to watch, and it's gonna work with every there's gonna be a place for it in a lot of comps.
Oh, for sure, and then her mobility as well with the coach gun, it's gonna be really fun to watch her. Yeah. I'm excited to watch some of these guys. Who do you think is gonna be one of the best?
I think I want to see some of the guys like Prophet.
Yes.
I want to see Prophet play her. I've seen Effect player, and he's pretty insane on her.
Yeah.
But I want to see some of those guys like Prophet Fleta.
We've seen Surefour go off with her. Soon. I'd like to see AKM play
I want to see AKM try.
But I really think...
But some of those guys...
I'm excited to see somebody like Carpe.
Libro. I want to see Libro, Carpe. Some of those guys that are Saya player.
Oh, man.
Give me some Saya player on that.
Yeah.
Even someone, I know some of those guys like Linkser or Jake, maybe Jake is okay at he's a good soldier player.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a spot for Jake.
Right. And it might be exactly the type of character that they need to make their whole team work.
Yeah, because
playing that.
She's like a hybrid. She's a hybrid hit scan, which is honestly what the game needed.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you had the short kind of, the McCree short medium, and then you had the medium long with soldier, who isn't as good as the short range engagement.
Right.
And then you have Widowmaker.
Right.
To kind of took all 3 of them and a little bit of the Hanzo, like I said. The Dynamite's kind of Dynamite, if played right, is like Scatter Arrow. It's kind of fucking annoying. Because once you get hit, you have to run to a
health pack.
Yeah, if you don't,
or
your healer's got to be on it.
Yeah, your healer's got to be right on
if
it.
If they're still alive, because that DOT I'd like to see them take that back a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little...
Maybe to 70?
I'd like maybe...
Instead of 100?
If it's the same... Yeah, even if it's the same, the impact should do a little bit more than the fire burning.
Yeah.
The damage over time.
Make it a little more... a little less... And,
make it,
cheap.
The closer you are to the initial impact, the more you take.
Right.
But the less, damage over time you take. Or something like that. The closer to the center, you take more of the explosive damage, but you still get the dot. So, if you're, right in the center and they drill you with that, then it's going to mess you up. But it's if you're just on the very fringes, you're just getting dot and it's, 50. And it, goes out a little faster or something like that. They could definitely mess with that in that way. I feel
I'm pretty sure,
that would change.
I mean, something will happen. I mean...
Yeah.
They're constantly
tweaking
all the heroes. I mean, right now on the PTR, they're tweaking Bastion. Of course, the Brigida stuff and all that.
Yeah.
The Bastion one, whatever.
What are they doing to Bastion?
They're damage boosting him a little bit. And Sentinel, who the fuck cares? No one's going to play Bastion in this league. 2 headshots and he's dead from Widowmaker.
Right.
He's the pirate chip. I mean, which is great. It works he's a niche hero.
Yeah.
These guys aren't dumb enough to run around the corner in a Bastion like in fucking on ladder.
Exactly.
Especially at my level.
Right.
I mean, I'm way lower than you, and it's like, really? And I've been playing a lot. I'm just sitting here watching you run into the Bastion. Right. You're not gonna Doomfist. You're not gonna get to the Bastion before you're dead. But okay. You're
just gonna keep trying, though.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna keep trying.
So we do have something special for you guys. So we got codes sent to us that we're gonna give to you guys because we figured we want to spread the love, and then also we got all these new skins that are gonna be coming out.
Yeah. We got new teams, all kinds of new branding, all the new stuff coming out for Season 2.
So for the next 4 weeks, 1 episode per week, we're going to do a contest. We want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Each one of those will give you an entry into the contest. And then the biggest, most important thing is commenting. If you don't comment, then none of your entries count.
Yeah. That's just the way it's going to work.
That's just the way we have to work it right now. We want you to comment with what skin and team you're going to buy with. Like, so what character and what team it's going to be.
Right. Even if you're like, I got all the skins for this, and I'm going to, when the next hero comes out, I'm buying it for X team.
Right.
We'll accept that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Make sure you do that. So give us a like, a comment, and subscribe. So you'll get 3 entries per, and then
you'll get a 100 credit Overwatch League credit thing to buy skins with.
Right.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super cool. Yeah. We wanted to do something for you guys because we appreciate it. So we got this going on, and also input on the video. Even if you're just commenting, doing your comment for the contest, throw in a little bit about what you liked about in the video. Throw a little discussion in there too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We always love adding you guys into the discussion.
Yeah, because that's kind of what we're about. That's what we want. We want you guys in this.
We want fan feedback. Because we're just fans. Like we're looking for what you guys are thinking and how you're feeling about these certain things. So
yeah, I mean, whether you like the skins and what we're talking about in this video, like with the Adderall thing or the Ashe. I know we've had some discussions back and forth about Ashe. I think everyone's had a little bit of time to see her now. Mm-hmm. See what some of the pros can do with her. Granted, it's on ladder and against each other, it's going to be fun too. But so yeah, definitely send some comments down there. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. And this is our first contest one. So be sure to hit a like, hit a subscribe, the bell for alerts. That way you'll know when we're doing another contest one.
Yeah.
If you don't already do that. And when we're uploading content where we're talking about Overwatch League and, Overwatch in general. We spent a lot of time, the last week or so talking about Ashe and buffs and nerfs and that kind of thing. So don't forget to hit the alert. And if you're new, thanks a lot. And if you've been with us, thanks a lot for all the likes, subscribes, all the input you guys have had with us. And we will see you in the next one.
Catch you guys in the next one. Later.